If your gun frequently misfires, repair its durability. Hey there, chat. It's Phantasmal Knight. Get ready for the Plague's voice.
And the cure for the self.
Oh, that's all it says? Okay, as you may have noticed, I finally realized that there are subtitles options. Hang on. Let's see. What else did I have? Make 3 yellows and 3 whites. Okay, we're gonna need to grab... Wait, do we have... No, we should have enough herbs and enough water. Okay, make 3 yellows, so that's black and red. Black and red, and afterwards, red and brown. Okay. Black and red. 1, 2, 3. And then red and brown. Just one? I guess. Yeah, so I found out there are subtitle options. I turned them on. Increase the volume. Hopefully it doesn't drown out my voice. It seems like even when the game is speaking, though, which is very rare, it doesn't drown my voice. Although, when you go into the the settings and... Hang on, let me figure out what I'm doing so you guys aren't just staring at my inventory while I go through this. 3 advanced yellow. Oh, of course. Oh, I told myself to make 2 whites. I'm not quite sure why 2, but yeah, that's what I told myself. And I should probably make some... Oh, right, not antibiotics, painkillers out of that liver, because otherwise what's it doing sitting there? Okay, let's see. That was it, right? Yes. And you know what, let's, No, I'm thinking too hard. What just happened? What was that sound effect? You all heard that? That was an unfamiliar sound effect. I'm scared. I am actually mildly terrified. Okay, let's see. Put this away. We're gonna need that. Whoops, not the baby. Put that away. Put that away. Put this away. Grab this. Grab this, I believe. Wait, something was added to my map. It's still the dead item shop. Alright. I wonder why that thing just popped up again. Anyway, we're gonna go over here, repair the Minku's finger. Yes, looks like it used the same repair stuff as a regular lancet. Okay, and let me make sure that I don't have anything else to do. Let's see. Made enough of the stuff. Repaired the things. Oh, I told myself to grab lockpick as well. And to put away the lancet, which I apparently don't really need right now. Maybe I should repair the tick. It's probably fine as is. Probably don't need to waste more resources. Although I think it uses a grindstone. Okay, so that makes sense. I thought it used a chisel for the last section, but it looks like it uses a grindstone. Anyway, let's just put it away for now. Maybe we could sell for money later. Put away the lancet, grab a lockpick, I believe. Do we have any blades? Oh wait, hang on. This should probably be needed for repair, so let's hang on to at least one of these. Just in case we damage the Menku's finger like really bad. And probably gonna put away the cloak as well. Okay, put away. Whoops. Man, that cloak takes up a lot of room. Hey Reddits, welcome, welcome. Let's see, let's put this back away. Hold on to the chisel because we'll probably need that. Why am I searching through my inventory again? Grab this, grab this. Come on, time's still running while I'm doing this, me. And let's run another one through the white, I guess. No, this is fine there. It's a whole mess of things we got. I still don't know if these regular pills do the same amount as these antibiotics that I can create. I just don't know. Anyway, let's tinker with this and use one of those. Alright, now we're going to rest, and we're actually going to go see a dream sequence. Okay, so like I was saying, when I went into the settings and turned up the volume, I heard a real loud voice, and I believe it was speaking in Russian. Hey there, Jack. Welcome, welcome. Ah, right, this place. Here's Taya Taichi. We are... Oh, game's lagging. Or frame skipping, anyway. So this is in dreams. I don't think time passes. Right. Oh, I should just show you guys just how loud this voice... Not in this area, though. This is too freaky. And let me make sure restream's there so I could see people more clearly. Anyway, this is the termitary. They don't tell you just yet. It doesn't seem like people are safe in here, does it? Anyway, I believe she's the only one we could talk to.
I'll take you to your end. Rend. Tend. Mend.
People are doing weird rhymes again. The Mother Superior. Any shi yun kun gishibi? You have ears like a jerboa. Do you know you can catch shingles from a jerboa? Just like that. Well, you have ears like a mouse. My Uniman, I hate it here. They tell us all day long that I'm the most important person, yet they won't let me out, won't let me play, won't bring me anything I ask for. They keep screaming and screaming through the walls. Who would want to live in such a place? Okay, you know what? Listening to all these screams while I'm trying to read these lines out loud makes me wonder if it was a mistake to turn up the volume. Oh well. Where's your father, Overseer Taichik? My entire family is right here, and I have you know it's your family too. Hey man, Beshe, it is not. Shi Yunde Erishvi? Where do you come anyway? You must have some sort of request for our not-so-highness. I'm listening. Yeah, they call her Mother Superior, even though she's clearly a little girl. Do you know what or who an Erdurg is? I know the word. It's from a tale, or a riddle, maybe. What riddle? The Erdurg has a special mound, his ear sticking from the ground. Just make a wish and grab the mud until your hands are filled with blood. It's about the old village, so I guess the Erdurg is there? The old village? What's been dead for so long? I briefly mentioned the old village, but we haven't been there at all. Haven't had enough time other than that first night that I completely wasted time. Go there as soon as you wake, find the ear, whisper in it, it'll grant you a wish. And please let him know that I hate it here, can't wait to leave. I've had enough of this place, Timira. I'll be sure to let him know. And do come back here sometime. I will. You take care of yourself. And now we get out of this freaky place. That's a save point. Yeah, we're going to be coming here in the real world eventually. All the writing on the walls. Yeah, I don't know what Big Vlad is smoking. I don't think people are safe in there. Day 6, in which the answers reveal themselves in the horror specs, is brave enough not to seek them. And what have we here? Time to whisper in the ear. The fun has a reward for me. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so the village is all the way out here. There's a whole bunch of regular herbs here. Maybe even a few special ones, but that's a long trip. You know, it took me 10 minutes to get from the Broken Heart to my base. It's gonna take a good while to get out there. And I gotta go to the hospital and work for the day. And it looks like my fun bonus hasn't gone up much, so I probably have to go feed antibiotics to people. Although maybe working in the hospital gets me boosted up to the next level. Who knows? Regardless, we have a baby to deal with. I thought my hunger gauge was higher. Only 2 bottles of water left. Keep drinking it. Well, actually, no. Drinking it doesn't get rid of your bottles of water. It's using it in all these crazy concoctions. Anyway, we're going to run around with a giant slab of meat in our... No, actually, no. I'm going to put the meat back. We are going to pick up our pay. And our infection is slowly spreading. Murky, why are you just standing there? The infection's the little red part. I'm sure of it now. It does slowly increase, and antibiotics, even downing 3 of them, lowers your health, but barely does anything to that. I just like looking at all this stuff. They're probably going to charge me more, but even so, I should think about doing it. Have I gotten this patch of herbs yet? Well, I'm going to run by there anyway. Oh, you're coming to me, huh? Isidore Burak's murderer is caught at last. The real one this time, it seems. No, I have a hunch it's just another false positive. Where? At the rod again? Yes, Zabarov's home day. It said he is desperate. His authority seems to be falling apart. Yeah, well, it gets worse every time he catches an innocent person. Really, it didn't take long. Okay, let's see. Severus sees father's murderer again. Sounds dubious. Okay, so we already got the herbs there. We're going to go to Lair's place. And then, oh my god. What's the best way to do this? Okay, let's go here first. We'll go talk to that. Maybe check out the little trading box. I think there's one right here. I definitely need another Schmouder. For myself and for... Wait, no, I just used on Andre. I need one for myself. And whoever gets infected next. I'm hearing some weird sound effects. And this area is infected. So I cleared to protect this area. But oh boy, okay. Yeah, I'm hearing some weird sound effects. And I don't know if my infection, I mean, my immunity works differently now that I have infection filling it up, or that's just affects, like, the minimum. Why was that working first? Razor blade. Okay, fine. Did I put the razor blade away? No, I did not put the razor blade away. Oh, God. I wanted at least one, so then I could just trade with the rest. Oh, God. Whoops, did not mean to take that out. Okay, let's avoid the streets. There's definitely going to be thugs out there. Lots of dead bodies. I'm probably going to get plague on myself by clicking on these random containers. Although I need to click on these random containers. I'm hearing plague, but where is it? I don't want to accidentally run into it again. Yes, I knew it. A bottle. Okay, going that way. Yeah, let's spend as little time in this place as possible. Crap, and now we have to check on the Savrovs and probably give them immunity boosters. Stay out of the streets. You know, I checked the video and I had a good chunk of immunity. Oh, plague victim. I had a good chunk of immunity when I got hit by that random plague cloud. I'm pretty sure I walked right into where it spawned. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I read from the last... When midnight hit, there was that message that popped up and I didn't read it fast enough. Because you're not really meant to read out loud. Okay, well, let's see what's going on here.
A learned man knows the contents of everything and isn't content with anything.
As pretentious as ever, I see. Ah, yes, Burak. Just when I needed you. Although I actually need you for another matter. I'll figure out what to do with this wretch myself. I suspect foul play. Since you're here, you may speak with him if you like. You work fast. Another one already? Just as guilty as the first? Nah. What other matter? I wish to speak to you alone. Make this troglodyte's acquaintance if you like, or simply wait. We can start as soon as I send off the convoy. Wait, I'll speak with him. He's got the white chalk face of a thug. Unless this is actually another form of the infection, but I'm pretty sure this is just... yeah, thug. Who are you? Who are you? I'm innocent. Right, sorry, my mistake. Should I go now? Give me a break. Shrike, the militia boss, dragged me in here. He's had it out for me for the past 3 years. Yes, I broke into the Kane's place. So? They don't need worldly things. The heavens sustain them. Why should I be treated like a murderer? You broke into the Kane's place. Great work. Very crafty. Did my father go there? That's what I'm talking about. Why? Well, Simon Kane was all Burak's pal. That night I saw him partying near the Crucible. A few minutes past midnight. Your father told him, I have 3 hours left, and you'll probably hold out for a bit longer. He must have known what fate awaited him. He knew who was going to murder. Look, did you see that smile? Yeah, I'm not too fond of these guys. True, it doesn't sound like they were talking about murder, more like both of them decided to die. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there was poison in their food, and they only had a little time left to live. How do you figure that? Look, this whole mess is not my business, but your father knew that he had 3 hours left to live. I ended up talking about it once when I had too much to drink, embellished a few things, and that's when Shrike took me in. Both of them were gone on that night, both your father and Simon Kane. So, who killed him? Hell if I know, but sure it wasn't me. I was just passing by and overheard them talking, right? Sound like the plan all from the start. Get it? No, I don't. And I'm wondering why no one's looked at the bodies. Like, Simon Kane, sure, but Isidore Burak as well? Like, the Kanes had this custom where the body was left unobserved for a while for whatever reason. Maybe they thought he would resurrect in 3 days or something. But Isidore Burak? What happened there? Did someone take his body as well? I suspect I know whom I've taken the body, but I have too many fears about what's going on. I know last episode, and more so the episode before it, there were a lot of side quests I jumped into and that I failed to follow to their natural conclusion. There's only one thing I know for certain. Sabrov knows even less than I do about who murdered father. I can't rely on him in my search. He keeps dragging in people. Okay, well, let's heal him first. You know, Clara says to keep you safe, so I'll do my best. Oh my god, did I really have no other herbs to use? I gotta use this one? I don't want to use this one. Okay.
With every breath, your soul drains slowly away. So just keep your mouth shut and don't let it slip out.
Says the man who keeps talking. It's good that you come, Burak. We require medical assistance, and this time I can't rely on that troublesome Denkovsky. Are you two getting along? He's too rational for the problem at hand. Our town doesn't advantage. No, it's not an advantage of the sound. Yeah, I know what you mean. My wife is very ill, Burak. I'm not sure how to help her. What's wrong with her? She seems to be losing her mind. She's obsessed with things, strange things. Wife considers herself a mistress. She's supposed to see things no one else does. Katerina believes she cares for our town as if she were some mystical ruler. She's delirious. I think she communicates with something. Some being. What kind of being? I'm not used to speaking about these matters. My mind tells me that she is imagining it, but at times I can respond to her. Okay, look, if your mind's telling you you're imagining it, why are you hearing it? Yet when I enter her room, I find her sitting alone on the bed, and I can't muster the courage to speak to her. I understand. I'll examine her. See what's what. Lots of quest markers popping up. And once again, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something earlier, not about all the side quests I failed to finish. Herbs. A red herb, okay. And I don't rightly remember. Getting infected was definitely a no-go. Not following through all those side quests makes me sad, but yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see. Well, let's give you some meds first. I actually like you. You deserve one of these. Can't say the same for your husband or adopted kid, though.
Morphine. I need morphine.
Druggy. Do you know, Burak, where Mistress's power comes from? The prophetic dreams, her influence over others, keeping the town in balance? I don't. Tell me. The power of a mistress stems from the earth, and only from the earth, no matter what Nina may have said. The only true power is in the earth. It feeds us all. We grow as grass in the field and breathe in its spirit. Oh, we are all bound to earth. This game makes that pretty clear. All these years I couldn't find the key. I was deaf and weak. It's like musical talent. Without it, one can hear but cannot play. One without the gift cannot take up such a melody, started by another. All gifts are like that. Surgery, too. Each body has its own feeling. But recently, the ground started to respond. The tiny people living underground. Mice, and rats, and worms. Worms, too, but mice are more reliable. Rats, they're just like us. Their intelligence equals ours. The earth and rats are different beings. Don't confuse one for the other. And how do you know that? What do you even know about these matters? When the earth must speak to people, it will take any form it wants. The kin say in these cases the earth makes shabnaks. Earth has no mouth, no ears. I see why my past attempts were fruitless. But it took pity on me. It speaks through its herald. To me. He comes to me, tells me truths. Truths a mistress must know. All as it should be. And what does it tell you? He says the Sand Pest and the Earth are one and the same. That means there is no salvation. We are bound to the Earth. We walk it, we breathe it in, we eat its fruits, we cannot escape it. Our bond is inseverable. He's right. All signs confirm it. But the disease only appeared recently. The Earth has been here forever. Haha, I don't know. I don't know anything. Here he comes again. He wants to speak to me, but I don't want to. I'm scared, Artemy. When I heard his voice, I began to believe in my power. But now I see this power is useless. You need to get some sleep. Sound sleep will help. Hey, it's a rat! Human. Rat? I'm not. What are you then? A thing of shadow. A thing of the depths, a thing of earth, flesh of her warm flesh. I know the answers. You don't even know the questions. Why seek you within me? Truth. He's floating. Or maybe his legs are invisible? Wait, I can loot? I can loot! And she doesn't mind that I'm looting. You need morphine? I got you morphine. Wait, this is yours. What do you want to hear, human? Does the plague really come from the earth? Everything comes from the earth. You came from it as well, and will return, in time. It's coming from the earth, so great a crime that one must burn for it. Not necessarily. Here, the earth is still alive. Truly alive. You should know better than most, if you remember your pitiful childhood, of course. All living things resist death. Do you understand? But Sand Pest is death itself. Time after time, I'm amazed by humans. The naivety, the conceit. You consider yourselves the crown of creation. That alone puts you above help. Above help? Not beyond help? Any mouse understands this place better than your sort of species. Mice don't care about these matters. Only a handful of you think differently, like this unusually sensitive woman, but even they are not prepared to confront that which they seek. The truth snaps in their half like matchsticks. Oh no, you are a weak lot. How do I kill the plague? Tell me if you know so much of the earth. And you're probably gonna tell me something like, you can't. It's part of the earth. You're only gonna kill yourself. How does one kill the self in oneself? Answer me this little question, human. You still haven't found any answers to his riddle, other than mundane suicide. Carry on with that. We will help. Who is we? So dumb. How could one be so dumb? So dumb, worthless, narrow-minded? Hope you don't have any other questions. I got some, but I don't care for your answers. Actually, I do kind of like his answers. Let me play around with my voice a little bit. Not all his words are lies. They're probably not lies, but they definitely are. Truths twisted beyond repair. And now I'm outside. Hey, Murky! Okay, let's see. What's going on here? I don't know if I'm seeing extra stuff because I'm sick. Because when I first got infected with the plague, it was saying something like... I forgot what it was, but paraphrase was basically like, if you harbor this natural form of life, well, they didn't say unnatural. If you harbor life within yourself, you will see the further truths or something along those lines. Still in Act 3.
The
Hi.
plague bringer is here, walking around.
You know, Murky said this even before I got hit with the plague, but now that I have the plague, it's terrible hearing this. My friend wants to know, why do you keep asking everyone about her? Do you want to make friends with her too? Friends? I'm in. My friend wants you to know that you shouldn't touch those who live in the ground, and don't hurt the earth either. If you cut the earth, or cure it, nothing will grow there anymore. See, my friend is good. That's not true about the earth. I told you everything I needed to. There's an awesome worm living underground too. It has 2 belly spots, blue ones, and tiny little shoes, and hooves. I know that those creatures walking around towns, the odongs or whatever, are also referred to as worms, but this is bizarre. And it sounds more like one of them than like one of the little worms that crawl on the ground. I mean, can you imagine one of those guys wearing tiny little shoes and hooves? Shoes or fuse? They can have one, not both. Make up your mind. It can have both. You just need a different kind of shoes. A lot of interesting creatures live underground. Herb. Oh, fudge. Was that brown herb? Okay, we gotta do something with the baby in our inventory and empty out this muddy water. I'm still amused that even the guy that I'm assuming is Death himself doesn't want the muddy water. Quite amusing. Oh, okay, so it can fit in there. I need to organize this a little better. Oh, my exhaustion is bad. Holy crap. Have lemon. My exhaustion is bad. Okay, brown herb. I just heard glass breaking. That scares me. No, that...
Frightened of me the first time. Shut door before me, wicked. Now they know me better. Let me inside. Old fathers were clever. Dead.
Sorry. I cut off the plague while I was talking. I was just... Well, there was Murky right there. Murky appeared two places. That scares me. I was trying to figure out that symbol I saw in the... Oh, the symbol I saw in the distance was this. I thought maybe someone else got picked. I don't know where this herb is, but I think it's past the plague cloud.
Luck. But let me in with a sake in mind. Knew my working.
Dang, dude. My immunity is real low. Please let it be safe right beyond this area. I could trade you for with a lockpick. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, let's see. Get me out of here. Okay, am I safe? Okay, I think I'm safe. Oh, thank goodness. Holy crap. I don't know what happens if my immunity hits 0 again. Do I just straight up die this time? Maybe. I might. Peanuts! Don't have enough for the morphine? I have 6 bottles of morphine. What do I even do with these? I got my own painkillers, but I'm not really using it. Did I see an herb? Well, I see a trash can. Bottles! Speaking of bottles, I could use some in-game water. And let's pour out the muddy stuff. Pour. The sound effect makes it sound like it's running clean. Hardly think that could possibly be the case, though. Okay, some herbs here. Let's grab that. Okay, I hear an herb, but I meant to look for the patch of earth I could water. No roots to water? I'm just wasting my time? I guess so. I could have sworn there was a spot to water. I made that same mistake my first episode, huh? It's up there, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll go turn in the baby, make ourselves some more inventory space, deal with our hunger, go visit Laura, who might have more stuff for us. Has to repair. Or, sorry, I don't know why I was focusing on Astro Repair. I should be focusing on the talk part. I don't know what that grinding sound is. Did you find Isidore's killer yet? Not yet. You realize the same people who killed him also caused the plague? He stood in their way once to stop them. This time they succeeded. Caused the plague? Oh, use your head. Isidore was killed, our only doctor. First murder in town for years. What happens the very next day? An outbreak. You know, if a fire starts at 4 corners at once, smart folks call it arson. You are utterly dumb. Who would do such a thing? Why? Someone wants to eradicate the local population. Maybe even wipe the whole town off the map. They don't care it takes them to their own grave. They can't live like this. So life is meaningless. Now, who has reason to hate the existing order of society? Use your head. Dude, how do you guys just produce a plague? What the heck? It's like saying, these guys obviously want to murder us, so they initiated the flood. It's like, how do you create a flood other than breaking in a dam? You're talking about the kin? This is a steppe disease brought by the steppe people. That's where we should be looking. This plague didn't start out of nowhere. It was engineered, directed by someone. Ask anyone. It's not natural. You use the word engineered? Really? These are like some primitive, like, tribal people, and you're saying they engineered a plague. Oh, you're just making stuff up. Wow, there's a lot of stuff popping up. They say not all victims die. They say there was a will behind the outbreak. They say it come from Earth. It's not just a disease. Someone made it happen. There's someone I need to talk to. Oh, so I remember one of the lines of thought that I left behind. But unfortunately, I'm getting distracted by this. I keep hearing that grinding sound in the background. It's driving me absolutely nuts. This is not selling for much, but it could definitely get me some money. Whoop, I didn't mean to push you. Sorry, my dear. I'm probably gonna lose my line of thought again, but just like Schmouter! Holy crud, that's expensive. Holy crap, kid! What do you want for this? I'll give you. You want more than I have. Oh god, I need to find like a grocery store, buy some nuts. Grocery. Gotta go. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? We have that many empty bottles. Okay, well, oh, we gotta turn in the baby. Do any of you have schmouters? I should check this out once I come back. Oh, there is a schmouter. I'm gonna have to do some more trading. Oh, you got advanced medicines. And you traded for thread? Oh, you want 9 for it, though. Okay, well, let's get to town hall. Okay, so some crazy suspicions. I don't know if I lost it completely, but the whole thing about Stock doing something at night and not sleeping, I missed the chance to go talk to him about it. I believe if you talk to him about it, he'll tell you to meet him at his like secret lair, basically. I hear music again. God dang it. Where's the herb? Okay, let's go check it out. So anyway, he tells you to go check out his secret lair at night, which is like the following night, which is very close to where Bad Grease place is, which I haven't visited in a while. You go there, and he's been working on something. He's doing some kind of sacrilege that's scaring the crap out of people. That's why the worms are like, he's gonna blame us. Hold that thought for a bit.
Losses everywhere. We're ruined. 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 The whole enterprise brought to naught.
Ah, Burak. You don't have a wife yet, of course, do you? And I doubt I ever will. Neither do I. Not anymore. Victoria Oglimskaya died a while ago. Yes. I know you loved her. Everyone in the town knows. They used to sell knickknacks and mementos here long ago. That's where I met her. She was buying a brooch. We married the same year. It was fall, too. I returned here much later. How long was it? 8 years. They began selling meat. My meat, of course. Brooches. Who needs brooches? So is your shop. Everything is mine here. Undeniably. What should I do, Burak? Should I repair the shop or leave it like this? As a memento. Heh, heh, heh. Repair it, let them sell meat. It's profitable for everyone. No, the music gives people hope, I think. At least, it's kind of creepy to me, but I like it. Even though I could really use a grocery store right now. Okay, well, I just think I just gypped myself out of the store. There is nothing here. There's stairs. Nope, can't loot anything. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so back to stock. You see like some kind of bathtub with like some kind of like transparent, translucent curtain around it, and you don't know what he's doing back there. Other than it's creepy, it's ominous, and I think it actually gets him attacking. You have to fight off some people. And I was kind of looking forward to that fight again. Ooh, coffee beans. Did the kids take a razor for it? I don't know. 2 coffee beans. God dang it. Wait, will you take a lockpick? I would totally trade you my lock. No, you don't take lockpick. Where is the water supply in this area? I'm never gonna finish talking about stock, am I? Anyway, so there were two things that are suspicious. One, someone stole Simon Kane's body, and possibly Isidore Buraks as well. Give baby. Everyone likes me. Huzzah. Parcels of life. Hang on, let me check what that achievement was. Save 2 children from infected houses. Huzzah. You got anything to say? No? Then let me get my food. Canned food. Lots of money. Crap. I gotta rearrange my inventory. What can I even do, really? Well, eat the food. Maybe I should have eaten the fish instead. God dang it, stop making creepy noises. Maybe the smoked fish? Well, let's actually go find some water. And we'll eat it if we need to. Let's see. I'm assuming the the journals, the notes is telling me that I collected my pay for the day. Yes. Okay, so we have a body that disappeared. I think it's reasonable to say that he might have been killed by the plague, but we don't know for sure. I guess we'll go for more food there, potentially. God, we need to get that Schmouter. That is of the utmost importance. And maybe we can check for someone kit as well. Huh. You don't seem to be doing so well. Freaking coffee beans! I don't remember what the kid wanted. But I can't afford to give anything away until I know for sure. Someone's talking. Huh. I keep interrupting my own thoughts. This is nuts. Summer streamer I am. Can't even keep a straight thought for like 2 seconds. Herbs! Where are all the water things? Holy crud, I need to find a pump and repair it. Oh wait, there's probably... I think I repaired a pump near Lara's place. That should be fine. And there's a water thing over there, but I don't know if that's actually good and intact. Chisel, hooks. Wait, did the kid take hooks? I don't know. I don't know. Did they... I doubt they took springs, but let's try it, and hopefully we don't need too many of these things. You know, I'm gonna finish this thought, so I just doesn't waste all my time. No, this is muddy water. I say that immediately to interrupt my own thought again. Okay, so stuff. Might have the body of someone important in town. Might have been examining it for a key. Also, Anna Angel was saying something about someone using babies to make medicine. If that isn't ominously creepy, I don't know what is. There we go. I finally said it. Finally freaking said it. I'm gonna check to see if this little girl has a Schmouter as well. Nope. I wonder if it was the same character model, actually. Okay, lots of kids here. Yeah, I don't think I have anything further to say on the topic regarding stock and stuff. You know, last episode though, ooh, boosted thing. But no, I need this stuff for someone else. You know, last episode I said, I'm going to tell you about this because I don't think it will happen. In this case, because I think I already missed it. Previously, because I thought I wasn't going to get hit by the plague. Well, we all know what happened there. More herbs. Okay, fresh water. Thank goodness I fixed this pump. Who knows, maybe we'll get to see the event. Maybe you actually get to see me fight some of these creatures. They were pretty devastating. You can sneak up on one, use the guns on the other, your gun might jam. So much water, holy crap. Okay, no more empty bottles. I thought maybe it ran out of water. Use the blood here. Get some herbs, check, see if Laura has anything to say, as well as if she has any food for us. And then we have to run back to get the Schmouter from the small child, because that is actually really freaking important. I mean, we can repair this. We have plenty of thread for once. Shoot, let's repair it. Kid, how you doing? Doing alright, it seems like. And shoot. Oh man, I want to get more coffee beans and lemons. Because my exhaustion's getting bad. Nothing for me? Okay, let's check your cabinets. You never have anything here, right? Did you have anything in here? Am I just remembering wrong? Think you had a little container in here that probably also has nothing? I'm probably wasting time by doing this. I could probably regain like a minute or two by loading, but that takes too much real life time. Okay, food? No food. Food? No. Well, if it's not in the big ones, it's not going to be in the small containers. How about that one? I don't think there's anything in this one. Oh, there's something I could open at the very least. Okay, I know there were cabinets upstairs to loot too, but I'm not going to try it. I was tempted to try it. I guess I'm not trying it. Okay, check the clothing store for a sewing kit. Check the grocery store for like nuts and stuff.
Swallow you.
Don't do that. They can't be healthy. The plague keeps talking to me, making these ominous noises. Ah, the creeping fear. Hello, my dear. No, you don't have a sewing kit. Wait, the kid took chalk, right? Right? I should buy more matches. Looks like matches were tradable stuff. I have 9,000. What happened there? I mean, okay, that's a lot of money, but I'm gonna do it. How are my boots doing? Oh, my boots are crap. My boots are doing crap. You know what? The the plague resistance would probably be real nice to have. Dang. Okay, let's do it. I could use more plague resistance, I think. I wonder if someone could repair this for me. Whatever. I'm just gonna pay for it. 6,000 left. That's still a good chunk. We'll check the grocery store next. Let's see, you got any nuts for me? Is this even... I mean, this is the right building, I'm pretty sure. But can I actually get to the grocery store from the side? The answer is yes. Okay, coffee beans. Excellent, I could buy it with money. Chestnuts. I don't know if that'd be enough, buddy. Oh man, I would really like to sell you this ring, but I don't know if that's an option. I kind of want to go back to the kid now, but I don't know. If I go back there and it turns out that I don't have enough, and hopefully the kid doesn't, you know, get rid of its inventory until the next day. Now I'm paranoid and I gotta talk to every kid. I knew the kid sometimes had schmouters. I think I traded one for one before. I didn't think it was this expensive, though. I could probably trade for these shotgun shells and sell it for quite a bit. Shrug. Man, I wish I remember what I needed for the schmouter. All the kids have pills. Why do the kids have their pills? It's bonkers. I guess they're smarter than the adults. That's probably what's going on. No, stop taunting me, Herbs. I know you're everywhere. If things go right, we'll cut across the whole map to get the... Oh, fudge, are you kidding me? We'll cut across the whole map to get the herbs at the old village. But for now, we're gonna go here, do some work, harvest some organs that we probably can't even carry. Probably stab a thug or two. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have an empty bottle. That's good. Let's eat this fish. Maybe I should have eaten the other fish. Okay. Dang. Is there a way? Okay, so we can go there to go there. Okay, well, I mean, I saved a while ago, right? There's no save point at the theater, though. Dang, this is probably just gonna be a waste of time. Okay, well, I did save at Clara's place, so that's something. I want to say it's the little girl that has it. But who knows? Maybe it's not just the one character model in this game. Lots of birds flying overhead. Crows, perhaps? Waiting for meat? I'm still doing it. I'm still wasting time. Even though I shouldn't. Okay, let's go back. Go back! Loker is the most valuable drug dealer in town. And I can't afford her prices. Oh boy. Maybe I could get some nuts up there, actually. And actually, wasn't there another trading building somewhere around there? Somewhere? Maybe in there? God, this is horrible. I probably won't end up loading if this takes too long. It's the one in the low black dress. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so it was chalk. Look how close we are. Look how friggin' close we are. This is madness. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's a trading box over there. I know there's a structure up there too, but I kind of don't want to climb all the way up there. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should check them both out. Okay, so the structure is closer, but how far up is the trading box? Is there even a trading box? There's another herb. If I fall down, I will get another death. I've tried it before. Impossible staircases all around town. Hey. Okay, let's go. Oh, safety pin. Yeah, you take that, right? Oh, but what do I give you in return? What in the world do I give you? Maybe, shoot, okay, I should look at my inventory. Yeah, without, you know, letting the timer run. It's already noon? What the heck? I don't know what I could possibly give them. Man, maybe... No, the stuff that I know they value, maybe I'll give them a bit of morphine. But the stuff that I know they value, I gotta, like, trade away. I don't know. Is morphine worth it? Oh! We don't hear the bell anymore. We hear that ominous sound effect instead. I went the wrong way. Yeah, this is absolutely bonkers. I'm wasting time just running back and forth. I heard an herb. I'm not going to worry about it. This is absolutely cracked. Is this the one? No, it's the one in the plain black dress. There you are, my dear. And there's another trading box here I could have checked. Oh my fudge. Yeah, I could have checked that. I got a cure for the plague, and now I'm exhausted, and wasted all my time. Okay, well, the day's already half. Well, morning started at 8, so it's only been a few hours since then, but feels like it's been a long time. Okay, we gotta check out the hospital. Hope nothing else pops up while we run all the way across the map. Good grief. Maybe we can save 15 minutes after we go here, save 15 minutes to get over there. Well, I mean, spend 15 minutes to get over there as opposed to like however long it normally takes. Do we have enough to trade for coffee? It's going to be valuable. I know it takes health, but... Springs. Okay, of course the little girl didn't want blades. I know some of the kids did, so I kind of figured that they all want blades. Why am I checking this again? I've already checked this. Run me. As if your life depends on it. Or as if Artemy Borak's life depends on it. Let's see, ask repair. What can we repair? Doesn't need repair. You got an apple? That's nice. Who has coffee? Coffee is super valuable. I'll give you things for coffee. I don't know what I have that you want, but I'll give you things for coffee. This building is kind of in the middle of this little section with like a little brick wall just like surrounding it. Wondering if there's anything special about these. Probably not. Probably not. Okay, we're right by the theater. Let's get some. Fudge. Wait. Wait. Was that water dirty? Am I imagining things? Am I tripping out? Oh, nope. I'm partially infected. Oh, that's fun. Oh, joy. God dang it. I should check the water before I drink it. Although, I'm not sure it will actually affect anything with my infection levels. Is it because I'm already infected? I'm already dead, so it doesn't care, right? And now, oh, maybe it actually raised my, like, actual infection level, though. Wait, hang on. What is that? It's a clothing store. Need to check it out. More bottles. Yeah, it's probably raised my actual infection level. Once that stuff gets too high, I'll probably end up using a Schmouder. I probably could use it now. The door's already open. Does that mean I've been here before? Probably does. And there's probably nothing of value here. Wait, did that? Okay. I would have been a little peeved if drinking the dirty water affected the durability of my clothes, which is supposed to help me in plagued areas. I'm wasting more time again. It's definitely gonna be evening by the time I manage to get to the village. It'll probably be nighttime actually. Come on, me. Efficiency. Both for the viewer's sake, or both. For the viewer's sake, for your own sake, and for Artemy's sake. Herbs. Am I getting more sensitive to actually spying the herbs? My exhaustion level is getting pretty bad. Heard an herb, not gonna go for it. Sound like a regular herb anyway. So many bottles. This is kind of amazing. Let's see, more trash cans. Oh, look, a fight. Oh yeah, that sound effect I heard earlier probably was not glass. I mean, it was glass. It was a Molotov. That's probably what I heard. Okay, let's see. Lockpick? Yes. You good to go? Oh. Okay, well, we lost a lockpick. Okay, headshot for the second guy. I'm gonna grab everything before this guy starts looting. And then we'll deal with the consequences afterwards. Okay, we got some money. I kind of don't want to. Oh, you don't have anything. Okay, so he won't loot these guys because because he already took too much damage. Okay, we got 3 of these, so let's drink some and figure out some of the stuff going on in town. And probably not even go to see it. Huh. Capella wants to talk, I guess? Drink. And drink some more. Daytime drinking, you know? I think we've been there. I think so. I want to say it's on this side of things. Okay, we protected both of them to the best of our ability. Oh, I think there was another area with herbs over there. Or maybe it was over here. I don't know. Oh, hey, there's one. Oh, wait, I know where this one is. Well, we could check it anyway, right after we actually do our work for the day. Let's see, what else can we do? Eat the fish. Eat the apple? Oh, that actually fully cured our hunger. Huh, maybe I should have considered that. Let's see. What else can we grab? Low durability, even lower durability lockpick. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Lockpick, watch. Don't have enough room for those things, even though it could be valuable. Did all the loot I pick up just go there? I guess so. You know what? We're gonna try and jam some of that stuff in there. Let's make a little bit more room. Look at that health go down. Look at that exhaustion go down too, though. Hunger goes up. Ah, we should have eaten the apple afterwards. Okay, now we took some damage. Let's use the tourniquet. Doesn't restore a lot of health, but I'll take it. Let's see. The Spindo or the bell? Let's take the Spindo. I don't know if the bell is worth anything. Wait, actually, can we make more room? No, that's too risky. I have 6 empty bottles. I could down these 4 to make 1 more space, but as soon as I pick up another bottle, it's just gonna take up even more room. Too risky. I could eat more food. Too risky. Oh well, you know I could drain some of the blood. Yeah, let's drain some more blood. I mean, we probably don't need it, but it's something. And also helps deal with our space problem, at least for now. Bottles of blood, bottles of blood. Okay, now we cannot hold any more blood. But you know, even though I did that, I'm not actually going to grab the other item because I'm going to need space for infected organs. Okay, this thing's fully reloaded. Okay, Stock, I've come to help with work. So you get back to doing whatever shady business you are. I seriously hope you're not making medicines literally using babies.
My voice is ragged. Perhaps I should quit smoking. Or is it pointless now anyway?
I actually like your voice, my dear. Can I do anything? Why did you come? I just want to be of help. You're a scientist. There's no work for you here. I could look after the sick. I'm not afraid of dirty work. But actually, I have quite a few skills aside from mathematics. You are a brave woman, but looking after these patients is pointless. They're all doomed. Actually, let's see, such as... I can sew, tie knots, tell stories, do card tricks, play cello, and repair equipment. Although, I doubt any of that would be useful here. Well, you know, you could help soothe the dying last moments, I suppose. Unfortunately, I can't walk around too much on account of my leg. I clearly missed something. I didn't think there was anything wrong with her leg. Impressive list. Still, you should go home now. There's nothing for you to do here. Leg looks fine. Must be an injury that's not immediately obvious. Okay, who's the... Oh, Stock. Sorry, I didn't see you there, buddy.
It wasn't me.
There you are. Stay strong. I think I'm making progress. Substantial? I hope it... I'd rather not guess, but you'll be the first to know when I succeed. Probably not the first, but... I mean, really should take a load off the doctor who's trying to deal with all the busy day-to-day work, right? I haven't been wasting time either. What do you mean? Never mind. Are you hiding something? Today's job is downright ugly. Perfect for the likes of you and me. Autopsies, a lot of them. How much is a lot? We need organs to study them. Infected, healthy, all kinds of them. Not blood, though. Orderlies can collect it without our help. I'll do most of the work, but that's no reason for you to slack off. Examining infected organs makes sense, but why would we need healthy ones? Did those 6 years of study go over your head completely? Infected and healthy are just words, but everything is interconnected in a body. A healthy organ might be showing the first signs of infection. Conversely, it might have already developed antibodies. You're right. Everything is connected in the body, all 3 layers. The disease mutates. The clinical picture changes. They all have different symptoms. We're no longer sure which organs become damaged first, so we'll have to figure it out. But how? We don't have a clinical picture. We know nothing. Leave that to Denkovsky. Our job is to examine the organs and put them in the icebox. There, on the stage. Let Denkovsky be the one to rummage through them. You seem less like an adoring fan. That's nice to see. He works hard, but I've yet to see the results. Are you implying the same about me, I wonder? You know I never imply. I tell things straight, and I shouldn't have said the things I said back then. Mentor would be proud of you now. He was proud of you. Peace, then? Peace. Let bygones be bygones. He might be a complete idiot sometimes, but he's got some heart to him. 6 organs. Great. Okay, so we're gonna have to definitely bust up the Menku's finger. What the? I'm attacked by plague clouds in the freaking hospital. Are you kidding me? I just realized I don't have inventory space. And we need to bump up our exhaustion. If another cloud jumps us out of nowhere. This is absolutely horrid. Like, what even the heck is this? Here, I'll use as an immunity booster. Wait, no, I'm just gonna get rid of the spindle. Frick, this is dumb. Why am I trying to put it on the person? Okay. Harvesting organs. Nice healthy one. Nice healthy one. Nice healthy one. I believe the heart gives some interesting results. Like, I'm positive. I mean, I actually went back and checked. But I know that the... Where's the ice chest? Okay, there it is. I know that the antibiotic I made from the heart actually took longer to create and actually healed, or not healed me. It recovered some of my hunger. Kind of freaky. Scalpel damage high. Jeez. I'm hoping for some infected organs to take home. So that's... Ooh, lots of infected organs. Okay, this finger definitely needs repair. Please, no. Oh, right, you can hit me while I'm looking through inventory stuff. Rusty scalpel. I mean, I'll take that afterwards, I suppose. This is absolutely horrid. Like, what the heck is that? I don't know there's someone else I'll need to cure, so I should probably keep at least one. This is completely horrible, though. Let's see, how many more organs do I need? I don't know, but I want to keep the 2 unhealthy ones, so I can make more antibiotics out of it. Yeah, I can't believe I have to fight the plague cloud in here. This is ridiculous. Wait, I could get infected blood from all these people! I wonder if time's running while I'm on the screen. Okay, I got infected blood. Give medicine. Shoot, man. Yeah, I'll give you some medicine. Just to get this stuff out of my inventory. Wrong antibiotic. Hopefully that makes you feel a little better, though. Okay, we definitely got infected medicine. Let's see. Yeah, the durability's lower than I like. Give medicine. Morphine, perhaps? Man. The infected blood. This is kind of amazing. I can make antibiotics with this, and I could stack it, like at least 5 of them, I think. I already took this one, right? Yes, I did. Okay, is this the only one left then? I need to hurry up and get out of here before I get attacked by another cloud. Okay, how many more do I need to put in there? Okay, you know what? Let's just put this away. We'll just run with blood. I'll just grab this for now, even though I doubt this is good for anything. Okay, let's see. Down with my shift for today. It doesn't seem like I did a whole lot though, in terms of boosting my pay.
Soon I must bid you farewell, friend. Remember me fondly.
Is that stock talking? Do I use any of the stuff? Any morphine? Okay, actually, hang on. Nope! Come on! Every time I look at a patient, I get hit by a cloud. I could probably kite it around. I think I've done it before, but this is just horrible. Anyway, let's see. So my fund is only that much. Might as well. Let's try it. And then, did it go up? Didn't seem like it. Can we get out of here now? Holy crap, this is horrible. Okay, let's check around the theater. I don't know what to do if I get jumped by another plague cloud. I need to go find somewhere to sell some of this crap too. Like the rusty scalpel. No reason I should be carrying that thing around. This place is probably infected. Oh, well, that thing's empty. Let's see. Well, there's definitely some valuable stuff here. This is a note we've seen before, right? Modest note. Chapter 2, said Woodpecker. You're too late. That's one thing I truly hate. Okay, well, I put the note back and may put the rusty scalpel in there too. What could they possibly want, though? Rotten food? I do kind of want more bullets. Kind of want more of those coins too. I think they're gonna start getting real expensive. Hmm. Low chunk of food? No, the stuff is slowly getting worse. You know, I'm gonna put the rotten food in there. And the rusty scalpel. I don't know if they'll be worth anything. Maybe it's not actually worth... Maybe it doesn't care if it's kids' worth. It's just like regular worth in general. Like, could be traded to anyone. Except, I'm not gonna try for like dead item shop stuff. Although, rotten food is dead item shop. I'm not gonna carry around with me though. Ideally, I could grab a couple more of those coins. Just a couple though. Which means I'm gonna put one back. I know this is like weird logic that I'm using to organize this, but I don't want to piss them off too bad. Okay, oh right, the note! I almost took the note with me. Do I just have to keep checking the notes until I find the right stuff? Okay, I'm kind of curious what's inside the pharmacy, but I'm gonna head to the clothing shop instead. Wait, why am I going to this clothing shop? The town is calling me. Capella. I want an inventory upgrade, that's why I'm going here. Which way? No, not that way. This way? Whoop, I did not mean to do that. Pulling a gun out in the middle of the street. There's no one even here. Like, have at thee, vile fiend. Cure herbs. I can see the herbs even. Is it because it's kind of foggy-ish weather? Cure herbs, I want to say over there. Yes. Okay, it was on that side of the fence, I wouldn't have gone for it. Man, I think I am going to repair like a random pump, but if I do, I'm going to have to make a note of it. Random pump all the way out here? No, this is... Wait, is that herbs I hear? Those bells. Ashen Swish! Okay, I am tempted to repair this. No, we're just going to head back home though. Right after I check out the clothing store. Which is... Where am I going? I can't make heads or tails of anything. Am I blind or just dumb? Why not both? Okay, clothing store is that one because the fence is over there. I mean, not the fence, the sign. More bottles. So many freaking bottles. Okay, but we definitely need to keep going. It's gonna take the whole freaking day to get to that place, and I keep wasting more time. Nothing, of course. Kinda want another cloak. So expensive. Wait, you actually buy the blade benches? What is going on in your head? I'm gonna sell the watch, though. Is there anything else I can sell? I already tossed the ring a while ago. You're not gonna buy the schmouter. You're not interested in the cure to the plague. Well, it apparently is an insane concoction. Oh, this is more money than he's got. I suppose I should take a cloak. Cool. Okay, let's get out here. Hi. Oh. Hey there. Well, that's a little unfortunate. I should use one of these low durability lockpicks. Yep, I knew it. They have lockpicks on them as well. Well, thankfully, we have a store here. Eh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's see. Let's use the Twirine. And use more Twirine. Oh yes, I forgot about that one. Maybe I should go check that one out. I think I will go visit Capella. I should make note of these spots. Take a screenshot, I guess, and hopefully I won't accidentally paste over it. I know I could just look up a map somewhere online, but hey, this is my playthrough. Let's see. What to do? I want to move some stuff around so I could take one of those silly bells and sell it. Wait, am I still reloading while doing this? Oh, this is great. I should have grabbed the other item so I didn't have to make as many stops. Anyway, grab the bell, sell that ring for almost all the money this dude has. That sound effect, I'm pretty sure, yep, it's no longer a bell, it's just... that's something else. I keep doing that. Why do I keep doing that? But yeah, it's no longer a bell when the clock strikes 12. It's that ominous sound effect now. Why do I keep trying to run around like this? This is dumb. I should find someone to trade this for. One of the women folk. Don't even bother trying to harvest their blood.
I tie.
I don't know if you really tie anything together. You kind of disintegrate people, from what I can tell. I could definitely use more bullets, but hey, this thing still works. Let's put it away though. More frigging bottles. There's endless bottles. I mean, that's good for me, I guess. I was wondering if I should go for that water thing, but it's either gonna be empty or corrupted. Okay. Dang, it's already 4 o'clock in the game. This is dumb. Okay, it's empty. Nope, another thug. We don't need to deal with that. I keep searching all these things like there's a point to doing this. There's a point, just not a really exceptional one. Okay, shoot, I need to find someone to trade some of these items with. Man, he looked like he was sizing me up there. Oh, you take some of these. For food? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Let's see. 7. Oh, well, I guess my reputation's already maxed in this area of town. Let's drink some water. I love how I've mostly dealt with my exhaustion, hunger, and stamina. It's just my health's not looking too great. Maybe we should stop by the pharmacy. And talk to Capella real fast and then start moving. It's already 4 o'clock in game. I need to stop complaining about the timer. Everyone knows how little time I have. Me, most of all. I just can't get out of the habit of keep going to check out more things. That's great. Okay, no bandages. Don't really need pills for now, but bandages, that sounds like it could be important. This place, please let this be clean water. Oh, it looks like it's clean water. Thank frigging goodness. Okay, I don't know if Big Vlad, I mean Fat Vlad, has anything to say to me. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna go talk to Capella. I hear herb, we're not gonna worry about it. No, let's advance one. I thought I heard something breaking. Shoot, is this actually worth it? I have so many bottles. Oh, this can't be. Is this really worth it? I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not. Despite me being able to use more health. You know what? That's okay. Not sure if this is really worth it, but you know what? Let's just get this thing out of my inventory. Nope, wrong door. Thankfully, she has a save point. Redis, I just noticed your message. Yes, I am running out of time. Okay, we save. How much time do we have left? Yeah, not quite 4.
I
But
would like to know Maria better, for we will soon become rivals.
So, like Maria inheriting the role of the mean mistress from her mother, you intend to inherit your mother's role? Because I misunderstood initially. It turned out Katerina was supposed to take the role of both mistresses. Mistresses. Yeah, I can't say the word. Why can't I say that word? But she failed at being both. Guests are always welcome here. Why do you live here, not the tower across the river? The Tower of Orphans? It's not for me. I hate it. So that's what you call it. It separates children from their parents, breaks families, tears connections. When connections are torn, life cannot thrive. Does a leg thrive with cut veins? Do mushrooms thrive when torn from mycelium? First off, that's not how mycelium works. Perhaps. What I mean is, that tower is about tearing things apart. That's what the Canes built it for. They believe fractures are good for the soul. I think otherwise. That tower is the root of many evils. Such as? No one knows what goes on there. I can hear the tune of the rat catcher, his vibrations calling, luring, but I don't know what he desires. The rat catcher? Vibrations? What? You know, surely, the initiative to collect infants came from the polyhedron? That they won't let in adults? You mean they suggested it, right? It's not like they had an order around Sabarov. Wait, they're collecting infants and storing them in the polyhedron? I guess if it's safer than the plague. Orders aren't needed. An idea only needs to take shape. That's how it always works with the Canes. Victor is too lenient with Khan, especially after sinister Nina died. Khan is his beloved son, after all. The Cane's main heir, the family's hope. Ah, see. So, he cares about his beloved son, and his daughter just does whatever until it's time for her spanking. Okay, we need to get over there. Even if it uses a fingernail, we do not have the time to keep... I need to stop. It's not like I marked it down for every episode, but I feel like every episode I have a buzzword. It would be, I'm out of time, or save scum. It's an herb. Or... Oh, okay, so it wasn't part of a Pathologic episode, but, kids. Not too long ago, there was a not a Pathologic run. I just said it was a Pathologic. An Endless Legend run where I kept saying one more turn, and then like 5 turns. I don't know why I even decided to go check. I can't afford it. So not only did I waste time, but I only made myself more upset. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Plague is right on the other side of the river. But apparently this is still safe. 10 minutes. Okay, let's go. Not as bad as I was afraid. Okay. Thankfully, it still only takes 1 coin. I wonder what the conditions are to make it cost 2 coins, because I know at some point they increased the cost to 2. I just don't remember when or why. The when and the why might be the same. To make the game harder at a certain point in the game. Erky, you got it? Yes, you have something to say.
Buds bear flowers. Clock bear hours. Bones bear nothing. They're just bones.
What about Meryl? I had a fight with Sticky, all because of your father again. I'm so worried now. What if we never make up? Why are you blaming me? Why are you blaming Isidore? He's dead. Well, what did you fight about? Sticky says that your father is good, that he was smart and kind to people, but I know that's not true. Murky, you are a mean little child. You listen to your imaginary friend who's probably the actual plague, and everyone else is bad. Why? Because your friend says so. Why isn't it? Because! Everything is bad because of your dad. He always made everyone sad. Really? Everyone? If it weren't for him, we'd be living like we used to and nothing would be bad. Is your friend telling you things again? My friend would never lie, you know. She talks about it too. Oh, so everyone else is a liar. I guess she overrules me and Sticky then. I hope I'd make up with Sticky. I don't hate having a brother at all. He grumbles a lot, but he's really nice. He makes food for me. Yesterday he brought me sugar. He put it over a candle and made a piece of candy. Oh, that's neat. I didn't think you could make candy just like that. You make up, I'm sure of it. Oh, I'm talking to you again?
I'm all damp and washed out now.
Why you damp? My friend told me she's ready to meet you. That's what she said. She did. Who's your friend, Marky? Is she human? No. That friend of yours, is she so sneaky because people are looking for her? I can't tell. How does she talk to you? Excuse me. Burning eyes and wear a long nose mask. How does she talk to you, kiddo? Inside? Then how can I meet her? My friend said that you come to the Crowstone at night. She'll show herself. I think I vaguely remember this. Tell her I will be there. Huh. I thought these dots were like this, you know, like this is a dead end. But no, there's something we could do. I don't like this one bit, but I apparently hit all the other conditions. Okay, I gotta go whisper in the ear. Also, time for saves coming. Be right back, YouTube. A lamp is useless without matches. Go figure, huh? Okay, welcome back, YouTube. We are, I don't know why I was talking like it was a new episode. We gotta talk to Sticky, but I got some of the stuff planned out. Let's see. Action Swish plus Brown. Excellent. I didn't mean to take out the Brown. Let's make as much of this white stuff as we can because we're going to use it to brew some more antibiotics. 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm gonna organize the inventory just a little bit here. Gonna put all the dead items over here so I can shove it away. I doubt I'm gonna need them when I go to the village. I doubt I need the candy wrapper either, but I think I'll probably just end up keeping on me. I'm gonna put away the herbs simply because I don't know for sure how many herbs I'm gonna get, and it might be a lot. Okay, so I know these things can stack up beyond 5 at least because I just had a whole bunch of them. And I still have plenty of water left. Maybe I should make a few more. I'm tempted. Let's make some more of those, the white ones, just to try and figure out. Although, I should make some orange ones. I should have thought about that beforehand. Orange ones is just to boost my immunity while still, you know, not draining one of my serious resources. So brown plus black is orange. Let's see how many of those we could make. Let's see, black, brown. Whoopsie daisies. Black, brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it stacks up to 10. Got it. Alright, alright. Let's see. Can I... Is the menu just... Oh, okay, it was appearing. My chat window was blocking it. I just... Too blind to see. You know what? Actually, let's keep the whole stack of 10 on us. Okay. Herbs, away with you. We'll put this there. Put this here for now. I haven't been using this bomb slot for some reason. Put this away for now. We gotta grab these so we could actually repair some stuff. Repair this, repair this, repair this. Okay, and let me just check my notes one more time. Oh, right. Remember to actually put away the razor this time. Don't know. Maybe I should actually keep some of this stuff on me. But for now, I'm just going to put it away. And don't have a whole lot of water left. Oh boy. I'm going to need a good amount of water. Shoot, something to consider, I guess. Lots of blood. I don't need this much blood. I really don't. Well, I could pour it up and fill it with water because that's apparently super sanitary. I think this is good enough. I should grab some food though. Let's go with the apples because we might have to deal with our thirst problem as well. Let's talk to Sticky.
Don't spit into the wind. For
Oh.
your own sake.
Wait, I thought
if
we did this
nothing
already.
else.
Yeah, I thought we did this already. Some kind of minotaur, but they don't exist. Not sure, not yet. Okay. Save again. And now we go running out there. I kind of want to go back and get a little bit more water, but who knows how much time that wastes. It's probably just a few minutes. We can't afford it though. We have apples to stave off the hunger for a little bit more. We have like 2 bottles of water. Is it 2 bottles? I got 3 bottles of water. Oh, then we're perfectly good. Wish we would get the fund higher, but I don't think that's happening. Wait, hang on. Oh, it's just the trading spots. Okay. Run, 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 run. There's gonna be a lot of running. Nice sound effects, huh? I'm debating whether or not I should cut out some of this. Can't get distracted by herbs. Herbs are temporary. Death penalties are permanent. Here are more herbs. Oh, there is a box behind one of the graves. It might be a trading box. I remember I questioned that once. Okay, if I see the herbs, I'll pick it up. If I find it quickly, I'll pick it up. Okay, I think it's 5 o'clock in the game. Yes, it is. I hear more herbs. I forgot what's here. This might be... No, I think this is where I need to meet Murky Eknight. The crow's foot. Gotta go straight and slide to the left. Herb sounds real close. Alright. Then we keep on pushing onwards. Okay, we don't have to follow those things. More along this way. I'm hoping we'll run to more Swebfery. That'd be real nice. That's not Swebfery. I don't see you, herb. Therefore, you must not exist. I'm slowing down to actually look for it. You know, I should pay attention to how long it takes me to get out here. I know the bell rang, quotation marks, 5 o'clock earlier. Oh, is my health actually slow healing? I guess it's like immunity, or it heals up to 50%. I keep hearing it. I know there's a lot of herbs out here to grab. Grab a couple brown ones. Who knows how many I missed. Looks crazy, doesn't it? 2 giant statue heads.
Flies, rats, bulls, twire, white skin, earth, great sea, all world. There is more stuff in being than just menfolk. So much more.
I'm glad that I figured out that there were subtitles in this game and turned them on. That's usually the first thing I do in any game. I'm just kind of surprised I didn't do it here. Alright, if memory serves, there is nothing in any of these buildings. There are only fields of herbs around. That's right, fields. Although the fire's burning. Kind of curious about that. Look at all this. And there's even some Swebfery here. I actually could not remember that there's Swebfery here, but it's not outside the realm of my memory's possibilities. Is this a fresh supply of water? Well, let's see if it is fresh. It's fresh. Is the screen red? No, it's probably just because the sun is setting. Probably not anything to do with my health. And there should be a field of red. Were there always fires burning around here? I'm sure I've died at least once before this point. On my last playthrough. Actually, you know, I've been treating it as if I only had one playthrough before this, but I sort of had two playthroughs. Okay, I'm definitely hearing herbs. I can't scroll the map any further. Kind of wanted to check out the fire, but I don't know there's anything beyond that hill. There is something around here, though. Yeah, so I sort of had two playthroughs, because one playthrough, I was doing poorly, died a few times, and I thought, you know, I'm going to restart from the beginning. And it took a long time to make any progress, and that was probably my latest playthrough, I'm not sure. So, giant hole, a giant crack in the ground, kind of oval-shaped. Almost as if it's an ear. Huh. Now, let's get rid of some of these. I doubt I need that much. Yeah, I doubt I need that much. Come on. Collect blood. Desiccated. I think that means it's dried up. The music, it changed. There was no Urdark in the old village, but I found strange blood there. I wonder what happens if I mix it with a tincture. Okay, now it's time for me to go back to the lab. Kind of want to keep exploring. I doubt there's anything out there, though. And maybe I should. But I think I'm just going to go back after taking a quick pass over here. Which I'm even more certain has nothing here. Is that just the river there? I didn't realize there were like these little docks here. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to jump into it. Last time I tried jumping off somewhere, I died. I took a penalty. Okay, maybe I didn't need as much water as I thought. Okay, so it took me about an hour. Less than an hour to actually get here. More than an hour, you count the time I spent exploring and grabbing the herbs and stuff. Okay, sure enough that I don't need to cut any of this out of the video. I need to stop talking about cutting, especially if I don't actually do it. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my stamina, right? Or maybe the infection level? I think in the first game, the Schmouder knocked you down to almost no health when you used it. And I think I mentioned this before as well. I don't know if that holds true. I don't know if, well, I mean, I should probably be careful. If I'm going to use the Schmouder, it should probably be somewhere where I don't think I'll run into fighting. Like, look at my health. Oh, wow, I spotted that one quickly. Yes! So many herbs. Yes! I know, I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to use the water and that stuff. And I could definitely sell some of this stuff for more money, if it happens to be the right kind. It's a shame I can't buy bottles. Kind of ridiculous, actually. Come on, me. At this rate, it's going to take me a lot more than an hour to get back. I marked the graveyard, I'm still grabbing stuff. I wonder when sunset is, because it's already, like, past 6:30. Actually, it's 6:40. Wasn't this supposed to be, like, nearly winter? It's either winter or nearly winter. The sun... Okay, well, okay. Sun still being the sky during the autumn isn't that bad. If it was summer, the sun would definitely still be up till 9, so I'm probably being a little too harsh by saying that the sun should already be down. I'm like kind of going along here, but I probably won't be able to go there until midnight. Some evenings, kids gather at the station. Ah, okay, maybe I should check it out. Well, we could. I don't know how long evening stays as evening. Probably till midnight. Where's Swivery? Oh my god, I ran past it. Sounds so close. Kind of bothers me if they use the sound of flies, though. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna bother as a regular herb. Gotta get back to base. What I'm wondering about is though is my health. I thought my health went up, right? Why'd it go down again? Oh, it goes down every time the... Okay, I see. Every hour that passes, my infection increases a little bit, and my health decreases. The bar was blinking red. The gray parts was blinking red. That's what's going on. I don't know if the game is going to give me any like revelations or anything like that from having the plague active, but I'm thinking I should deal with it sooner rather than later. Although for both Andre and Notkin, I waited until like the second day to cure them. I think at least one of them though did not have a available, or I mean I did not have a Schmouter available for them at the time. Health is getting low, infection's getting high. Yeah, my health is just steadily decreasing. Look at that, it's like red on the screen now. Is it because I keep sprinting? You know what? I really want to use the Schmouter. Really want to. Although, I might not have to. Okay. We'll use some of that. Maybe I should save some of the water, though. Oh, we need to save before anything else. Okay. Let's see, grab these. And then, I don't think it really matters what color I use it on. Just to balance out the herbs a little bit. Maybe I should use yellow for this one. Living blood. This is special blood. I can make special medicine from it. Any trickle of blood seeps from Olongo. This is the blood I was looking for. One vial is enough to seriously invigorate myself. Or brew someone salvation. Wait, you can invigorate yourself by drinking the blood? This is some blood. Anyway. Let's grab this. Grab this. 4 hours. Okay, well noted. I'll come back some other time. My health is getting low. The infection just keeps doing more damage. It wasn't really doing anything before, but now it's getting real bad. I'm tempted to use the Schmouter. If I go into town, I might end up getting killed. There's actually an achievement for... I'm going to hold off on that thought. It will be relevant this episode. Anyway, let's see. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to have to burn through a lot of water. Might be all the water I have left. Yeah, actually, that's all the water I have left. God. That's real unfortunate. I thought I had plenty of water. I thought I had so much to spare. But no, I made myself so much of this useless stuff. I shouldn't have made this stuff. 10 bottles of water there. Or at least 8. Didn't need this many spare. I should have used the orange stuff then. Yeah, that was dumb of me. Anyway, since I can't afford to do anything else, let's just use this. Use hang on, which herb do I have most of? Brown one still. This, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's because the other pile wasn't there. Okay, got it. It was just use that pile first for whatever reason. No. No.
I did not come here for you. I came for the town.
That's nice, buddy. This is too dangerous. This is far too dangerous. Maybe we can rest and actually deal with that somewhat. Okay, but for now, we are going to rearrange the stuff. Wait. Yes, healing stuff. And then, I mean, yeah. Oh, the antibiotics can't stack anymore of that. Okay, well noted. Put this back over here, put this over here. Put the Sweveray away, I guess. Actually, why is the Sweveray going there? Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Take this stuff, I'll probably need it. And then, what did I do with the bandages? Oh, I only had one? Okay, I probably don't need as many broken ampules. Ugh. You know, let's take it all. Doesn't seem like the smartest idea, but let's take it all. Okay, we have effectively 3 bottles of water. That should be good enough. We could probably put the apples back. Grab the slab of meat, because we're probably just going to consume it. Hopefully resting will recover my health and not lower it. No, we eat that to deal with the hunger. Oh boy. Seem to be swallowing my spit a lot this episode. Hopefully it's not too loud for y'all. Okay, this should be good. Okay, let's go rest. Let's see, Sticky's got nothing for us. Go rest. My health is going up. My infection is going up as well. Okay, let's eat this. We are going to try desperately not to get into any fights. Wow, that cured all my hunger. Okay, well noted. It's probably not a good idea to carry all these herbs with me, but let's just carry all the herbs with me. Odds are, when midnight hits, we will go to the theater. Then we're going to go to the dead item shop. Then we're just going to swing by the pub, see what we can sell. Hopefully they will buy the cheap herbs and not the expensive ones. And we should check out the shady shop. It's been a while since we were there. Also, Knockin's place. I don't have any blades for y'all. Unless you count the lockpicks, but I'm sure that you want the lockpicks, not... I mean, you want to give away lockpicks, not buy them. Oh, though, maybe I could sell one to Grief? Man, this infection just keeps burning through my health. The screen's all red. Something to consider there. I should just use the Schmouter. Really should. What you got for me, buddy? Coffee beans. Expensive, but perhaps worth it. An apple? I mean, it'll help deal with my, I forgot to get more water, like an idiot. It'll help deal with my water problem. I remember in a previous playthrough, I went by this area a lot, but I haven't really gone here that much this playthrough. I mean, I went there a few times early on. Infection. I wonder how high up it has to go for revelations to start happening. It's definitely going up by every hour, but I feel like sometimes it goes up even more than that. Save. Grief won't talk to me, but he's got stuff for me. Another revolver. Super expensive. Knife, shotgun shells, lockpick. You got anything here that I can take? Nope, of course not. Waste of time, I suppose. Did we? Yes, we already checked that. Of course we checked that. That was like the first thing I always do. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's check out where the kids are doing. God dang it. God freaking dang it. Hi there. What do you want? Hello, doctor. Can I shake your hand? Go ahead, if you're not afraid. No. You have a firm handshake. Or I meant, you have a firm handshake. Unexpected. You're a brave woman. Few people have the courage to touch others these days. Hang tight for a bit, chat. Got something to take care of in real life. Okay, I'm back. I suppose. I saw... How do you read this? Koinina, a friend of Yulia Yuricheva. Yuricheva? I don't know how to pronounce this. You're a generic NPC with a name. That's surprising. Like, even Vars looked a little different. He had the scar over an eye. I see. You two must belong to the same circle of unbreakable women. Are you a mathematician too? No, I'm an engineer, but I help her with calculations. I respect that. She needs to talk to you. She wants to help you avoid a trap. What trap? A sturdy one. Are you coming? Where? A library in the Chine. That's where we live and work. Oh, you mean the Tremel? I've heard of it. Another place. Let them know I'm coming. But when? Disturbing news. How long do I have? Midnight? Hopefully more than that. I'm gonna need to use a coin. My health is not looking great. I didn't talk to Knockins boys. Oh well. Oh, let's go check out the station. I don't think I cut through there. I think I have to go this way. My health is getting worse and worse. Yeah, it's not every hour. It just periodically ticks. Oh boy. Gets any worse, I'm going to have to use the Schmouter. There's a minor reason why I don't want to, and dare I say it? I'm not trying to beat around the bush to be cryptic. I'm just trying to get out of the habit of being spoilerific, that's all. And it might be relevant soon, or it might not be at all. Okay, children, what are you talking about? I'm trying to divine who it will be, a man or a woman. If a man, there will be blood, but it will be easier for you to prevail in the end. If a woman, less of our blood, more of yours. That's what my flowers tell me. Thrush was one of the kids in the dream, I believe, with that door just standing in the middle of the field. What are you talking about, kid? We're expecting guests. Bad ones. Violent. So I'm asking my flowers if we'll survive. They're not sure. It doesn't take a flower to protect our chances of survival. Let's see. This track is an umbilical cord. Only connection to the outside world. I don't know if this was the other name. How old are you, kid? 6, if mother's not mistaken. But I'm not sure. I'm worse with numbers than words. Yeah, you speak like you're 30. This umbilical cord needs to be cut. Quickly. Sand Pest flows through it. A special emissary will arrive soon. A state inquisitor. Heard of those? I thought they were disbanded 2 years ago. No, this emissary will signal our doom. As we sentence the outside world, so will the inquisitor sentence us. But they're faster. Get it? The umbilical cord needs to be cut. Perhaps you can do it? You're a surgeon, after all. You mean like blow it up? Sure, as an example. I'm not an expert. I'm only 6 after all. Just destroy the rails. Or we're all dead. State emissaries have no sense of humor. Maybe a scalpel will do? Just cut and be done with it. What, the rails? I just blunt the blade. I'm not gonna click this, and I'll explain what happens if I had gone for that. Okay, let's see if we could just bounce over to Yuricheva and avoid dying from the plague. Like, really avoid dying from the plague. This is all kinds of nasty. You know what? I'm feeling too anxious. I think I'm gonna have to use it. And maybe I'll check that box to see if they have a Schmouter. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm too anxious. I'm gonna use it. Well, there goes my health. So I'm also healthy again. I have no health, but I'm healthy. Make of that how you will. Okay, so if we did pick the other option, we would then talk to Bad Grief and tell him to bring dynamite, and we'll blow up the bridge because something bad's happening. And he'll be like, "What? Are you nuts?" But then he'll agree to it. And then when you meet him at the appointed time, you know what happens? He shows up with no dynamite because he's like, "You're freaking insane, buddy. We've come to the district. He's not there. Found Riska though." That was one of the names we saw before, although it was a backwards R, I think. Or maybe the rest of it was backwards and the R wasn't? I don't remember. Anyway, we need to give something for the Schmouter. And I have no idea what is of appropriate value. Maybe... I don't really know. What is of appropriate value? I feel like this would be a dead giveaway if anyone actually paid attention, but... Yeah, let's give a tincture. Give, wait, hang on. That's weird. Whatever. Give a tincture, give that. tweezers, why not? I think they like fish hooks, right? We'll give them all the fish hooks. Okay. I don't know why I'm giving them a neo there. You know what? I'm gonna hang on to the tweezers. We haven't actually broken into houses, so we don't really haven't needed the needles in a while. I hope that's enough to keep them satisfied. If not, I don't know. I don't rightly know. Well, if not, then they'll just be like, you weren't playing the game right. You didn't leave anything good behind. And I'll be like, well, shucks. Sorry, kids. And then I just sit there wondering what I missed out on. You know, the usual drill. Okay, let's go talk to some folks. Bottles. That looks like it might be a thug. Let's see, which way to the boat? Around this building. Great. We could sneak, I guess. Or we could run. Wait, is this... Oh, this is the dirty district, okay. Can we, I'm being chased down, but where is the boat? The boat is this way. Wait, hang on. What popped up on our map? Nothing? It's 2200. Oh! Great. Now Murky's friend is there. Okay, 35 minutes. Dang it. I don't like this. We're gonna go this way. It's not much further. And it actually gets me out of that stupid district. How much time did I actually save? I was not paying close attention. Maybe 5 minutes? Okay. Sharp left. Wait, is that a clothing store? It's a pharmacy. Maybe I could buy a tourniquet there. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go this way. Hopefully no one will sneak around here behind the outhouses. Hopefully keep us safe a little while longer. Is that a wagon? I don't think it is. I mean, it might be a wagon, but it might not be... Yeah, it's a wagon, not a water barrel. Kids. You got the goods? Oh, you have a fingernail. That might be worth something. Matches aren't worth a whole lot, right? Even though they might be useful when I'm going to certain districts. I did get the fingernail, right? I didn't just... Okay. This is not the way to go. This is, though. My thirst is getting worse. Don't really want to go in there. And actually, I can't get out of the district through there. The town's calling to me. I have to run through, and that's pretty dangerous as it is. I'm probably gonna have to go back there. Actually, no, I might as well just make a beeline for the theater and hope that Murky's friend is still waiting for me after midnight. Hello there. What's going on here? Where's the save point? I need my save point. Okay. What's your deal? A kid made a gift for his father. 2 weeks of careful work. He kept thinking how happy father would be when he opened it. He ran to the room, stumbled, but didn't drop the box. He held out to father. Then father pulled a razor from behind his back and cut the kid's face. What? Here's another famous one. During the previous war, an officer came to a mother with 2 children in a camp. Choose which one we kill, the son or the daughter, he said. If you refuse, we'll shoot both. The mother gave them the daughter. They shot her. Why are you telling me this? Oh, and listen to this one. Go on. I think treachery is the worst sin. Don't you agree? Betraying a warm, living person who trusts you? Here's the story. Find a gullible person, an old one. Old people are helpless, you know. Make them follow you. And then, see where I'm going with this? That's what the Inquisition does to people. So, what? That's the Inquisition. I am an Inquisitor's daughter. They're craftsmen, the Inquisitors. Crafting people. That's what they call their work process. Crafting people. Tomorrow they'll be here. What do we do? What do you want? Nothing. I just want to look him in the eye. You... Never approach them. Never touch them. They'll make you the villain. Do you get it? Well, I'm far from heroic anyway.
A smart person crosses the stream where it's the shallowest. But I'm not smart.
You seem nice enough, though. See this girl, Burak? She says the Inquisition will arrive tomorrow. What? Inquisition? As if we didn't have enough hell here already. Even if evacuation were an option, I wouldn't recommend it. You wouldn't leave anyway. Do you smoke, Burak? From time to time. The Inquisition will target the doctors for certain. I know their methods. I mean, sure, they always improvise. Can't be predicted, really. But common sense suggests that you, the medics, will become their pawns. How do you know? I worked for the Inquisition a bit, right before I came here. Calculated certain predictive models. The details are of no importance. Thought they did their own calculations. Was I mistaken? Burak, this is serious. Do you even understand what kind of institution the Inquisition is? I know the rumors. They're arbiters, annihilators, geniuses, and so on. An organization of geniuses. I believe the Inquisitional Corps is 19 strong. Was it 18? No, 19, unless Orf resigned. Their task was solving the unsolvable. Only 19? They must really be the elite of the elite. Like this outbreak of ours, I get it. No laws, no ethics bind the Inquisitors. They are human missiles, caring only of the mission. Nothing stands between them and the mission. What does this mean for me? They'll take you, the Neo, and Clara, and they'll trade you, turn you into tokens. I'm not sure you can really avoid it, unless you flee? But there's no way out. I suppose you're doomed. You didn't mention Reuben. Why? He's a doctor too, more than Clara. They will, of course, summon Reuben, and me, and the ruling houses, but you will be the pawn. The Inquisitors can identify extraordinary people from miles away, like bloodhounds. It wouldn't be wrong to say that I'm no less intelligent than Daniil, and Stanislav is as good a surgeon as you. Still, we'll remain in the background. You will become the pawn. Trust me, I've seen them work. You flatter me. She is genre savvy, or at least game savvy. She knows what's going on. She knows who the main characters of the first game were. Daniil, what do you got to say about all this?
Can you believe this place? They don't even have a hospital here.
Yeah, I know, right? It's absurd. Hey, I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. You're scared, aren't you? I see in your eyes. Do you know what the Inquisition is? I've heard about it. I carry this cross willingly. I found myself in your damn town by accident. When hell broke loose, I tried to fight this wretched plague. I took responsibility. I did everything I should have. Do you understand? You've done a lot. The Inquisitor will take the one who bends reality. They twist them, break them. The person responsible won't even understand how they decide to put a bullet in their own head. That's their method. Do you consider yourself free, Burak? Yeah, not really. I don't know where this girl came from, but their Inquisition is up next. Our current situation is exactly the kind they've been tailored to solve. Have you ever considered angels, Burak? How do you imagine them? Why even ask? You don't believe in God, Oinon. An angel is a nightmare. Their purpose is to instill primal, oppressive horror. I think if angels existed, they'd resemble a divine pillar of light, from the heavens to the earth, devoid of anything remotely human. They'd probably burn up anything living in its path too, huh? But Inquisitors are people? You're drunk, aren't you? That's it then, I guess. Let's get out. They're here just to tell us that the Inquisitors are coming. That's it. That's it. Okay, it's going to no man's land, but let's head to the theater and see if we can find that patch of herbs along the way. Clara, what are you doing there?
God sees us from beneath the earth. Why do you think he's in heaven? He's down below.
What's he doing down there? So, have you seen my parents? How are they doing? They care for one another. But what about you? Why aren't you taking care of them? I can't go there. I don't want to make them look suspicious. You already have. What? People harass them? Because of me? Oh, but what do they want? Why can't they just leave us alone? Is it true you're immune to the plague? Oh my god, sweet god in the heavens. Obviously, seriously, definitely, clearly I'm not. People believe there's an urchin girl that the disease doesn't take for some reason. Do you know many other suspects? A ton. There's lots of urchin girls around, especially these days. But no matter how many there are, those rumors are utter drivel. Sand Pest kills everyone it touches. There's no salvation. Unless I help. Really? Many people would think you're insane. There is something uncanny about you. And they even made her bald in this version. But that's what I heard. You can't actually see underneath her beanie. Really? Fools, other fools. They think I'm connected to the plague because I don't know why. Guess it's because I'm always first whenever calamity strikes. But that's because I rush to help. Scaring me, Clara, and not just me. I'm a good person, Burak. You can tell lies from truth, don't you? Then you know I'm not lying. I'm a good person. If anyone tells you I'm a shapeshifter, those are just rumors. Shapeshifters don't exist. All kinds of things exist. Okay, we might have to call it quits. I was hoping to get back to the lab, but there's no good save point, is there? There isn't. Shoot. Okay, we'll leave the blood for next time. Okay, and because I promised it would be relevant this episode, let me talk about what I was thinking of. Oh, hey, can we trade? I mean, possibly. I don't have anything to trade with you, and you only want the immunity boosters, which I can't get much for anyway. Okay, so I'm just gonna outright tell you that blood tincture we're making, that is actually a cure for the plague, and we have 2 of them. So 2 cures. Oh shoot, I forgot to set up one of the antibiotics to start brewing. But yeah, so it's a cure for the plague, and you could actually use it to cure yourself, and you get an achievement for it, being your own test subject. Unfortunately, I was not willing to risk it because look how my health is. Oh my fudge. Scary. Plague clouds, you know? My health is not increasing. I thought it would slowly heal, but no, I think it was slowly going down. I don't think it heals on its own. I suppose I need to rest after all. Next time, we might die at the beginning of the episode, but even so, we're going to call it here for today. Well, hope y'all had fun. Man, this game makes me nervous. But yeah, we'll pick this up again next time. Until then, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you around. Goodbye.